Hey, RosterWatch Nation, it's your friendly neighborhood trash man, back with more fantasy content. Today I'm going to be talking about new team, new dream fantasy candidates. So a new uniform can make a new man, especially when it comes to fantasy, and these players have all increased their fantasy potentials with their most recent moves. First off, we have Jalen Reagor of the Vikings now, formerly of the Eagles. Reagor has had a less than stellar start to his NFL career. He dazzled us as a pre-draft prospect out of TCU. He was drafted in the first round, if you'll remember. But injuries and ineffectiveness have plagued his 2 seasons as an Eagle. Though the run-heavy offensive scheme in Philadelphia certainly didn't help his cause. After putting on what most onlookers have said was an excellent camp, though, Reagor was released by the Eagles and promptly added by the Vikings, who subsequently cut Amir Smith-Marset to make room. Reagor gets a new lease on life in Kevin O'Connell's offense, one that will implement more three-wide sets. He'll push KJ Osborne for third receiver duties. And if you can win that out, Reagor actually presents deep league fantasy value. So he's not done just yet. After that, we have Kenyan Drake of the Ravens. Drake was the odd man out in Las Vegas, and his prospects, fantasy and otherwise, didn't look good as a 28-year-old free agent running back. Enter the Ravens, whose stable of backs is riddled with injury to the point that journeyman Mike Davis looks like the day one starter. Drake may be rendered useless when J.K. Dobbins makes his way back to the field, but for now he gets a little juice as the potential pass-catching element to Baltimore's backfield for at least the first couple games or so. Before I talk about my last new team, new dream guy, I want to talk to you about Underdog Fantasy. The NFL draft season is underway, and you can already draft in 2022 fantasy leagues on Underdog Fantasy to win cash prizes. Through their slick mobile app and user-friendly site, you can join a league and draft a team in minutes. Plus, the folks at Underdog are going to help you get started with a deposit match of up to $100 in bonus cash when you sign up and make your first deposit with the promo code ROSTER. So just visit UnderdogFantasy.com, the App Store, or the Google Play Store. Sign up with the code ROSTER, that's ROSTER, and Underdog will double your first deposit up to $100. That's Underdog Fantasy, promo code ROSTER. And so lastly, we have Sony Michel of the Chargers, now formerly of the Dolphins. Michel jumped from a crowded Miami backfield to a Los Angeles running back group in need of playmakers. As the Rams' leading rusher last year, he could beat out both Joshua Kelly and Isaiah Spiller, who is still learning how to be an NFL back, for the secondary role behind Austin Ekeler. Michel has real fantasy upside here as a complement to Ekeler in one of the league's most dynamic offenses. He needs to be drafted as a late-round flyer in redraft leagues, and really otherwise. And so there you have it, some new team, new dream candidates. This has been the Trash Man on behalf of RosterWatch.com. If you liked what you hear and if you like what you heard, leave us a comment, give us a follow. Join us at RosterWatch.com. And until next time, be ready.